I mean, you know, we've done long episodes before. It's just a one-off. That'll be totally fine.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? Welcome back to Jam Bag.
Heyo,
Hey, it's Joe.
it's Adam.
And Matt.
Here for another hour
so
of the
ready.
game.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I can't believe, like-
it's gonna happen. Like, it's literally just gonna be like right out the gate. Just it's over.
Well, here's a 1-minute episode.
If that happens, like, we might just roll straight into like the Ruby board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
there it is.
There it is.
Well.
Now that's my jam, dog.
Which, I mean, I assumed it was probably gonna happen because it's awkward sometimes just
Yeah.
rolling into another
So this will
one.
be the finale of.
Oh, second. Nice.
Wow.
Sick 'em.
You got you a
So
billion.
right now, no, I've already. You know what?
Oh, this is your second.
You
time.
know what? Let's do
Juniper, sycamore,
Yeah,
birch,
we don't
and
have
that's
one here,
nice.
so let's just do. Kukui, yeah.
Ah,
Kukui.
nice.
Kukui.
Is it Kukui or is it Kukui?
I think it's Kukui. It's
Yeah.
the candle nut tree.
That makes sense. Cuckoo.
Sweet. Yeah.
I always wonder what his name.
That might as well be like the prelude to the episode.
The prelude of light.
it's the Battle
Just-
of Armies where Smog dives off like before the title comes in.
Yeah. I kind of want. Part of me is like, if I end up like getting it, or one of us ends up getting it, just put one of the prelude of light from like one of the old Final Fantasy games during the whole thing. Just
Oh man.
So, well,
Right,
now,
now Ruby board.
We're just gonna go over to Ruby. We'll play Ruby. We're just gonna
Oh my god,
jump
I remember
into
this.
part two.
Jesus.
Ruby board. I like the Ruby board way more than the Sapphire board for reasons that will become quickly apparent. One, it doesn't have the nightmare of the metal like upper layer that
Well,
goes straight to like
yeah.
the nursery. Like it's way less. It's got way less stuff going on, way less cluttered. It also has a very easy way to upgrade your ball, which if you see Makahita there, basically when you hit that Chikorita button, that's fine. We're fine.
oh,
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that already.
Latios.
But if you see the Makahita up there, when you hit the Chikorita, it'll throw Razor Leaf, which activates slows Linoon. And when you hit the Linoon in front of Makahita, he gets into a boxing pose. And when you go on that arch, you can make him punch, and he goes right up to where that Nuzleaf is. And you hit it 3 times, it'll form a little bridge for that arch, which is kind of like that metal railway, but more streamlined.
I missed a
and,
lot of that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, well, you'll see it in action at some point. Probably.
Interesting that this one has so much more Gen 2 Pokemon, very specifically. The
Sure.
Chikorita, the Cyndaquil.
Okay, so you
the
see how
Chinchou.
Makahita's up there now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
God damn it.
Oh.
So I hit the button again because I hit the Chikorita. There we go. And that's what it does. It goes up there and it knocks the Nuzleaf down. Jesus. I gotta get that Pika thing.
Yeah, that Pichu.
Well, Pichu is harder. And it's gonna be a lot harder on this map to make that happen. That's the one thing that the Sapphire board has, is that with the Zigzagoon instead of Makahita, you can guarantee what bonus you're gonna get from the roulette type thing.
Yeah.
So Ruby boards are kind of a mixed bag. Like they're easier to get points because you can get the multiplier, but the Sapphire games often like will last longer. So right now,
nice.
Great Ball.
Nice.
So it's way more easy to reliably get an upgraded ball here.
Uh-huh. I should probably move a little closer to the mic.
That's fine.
I'm way far back. I keep not being sure if I'm heard well enough.
Yeah, I've got a feeling this one's not going to last as long.
That's fair.
So this seems harder. It looks easier, but it seems like
It's
there's a lot
simpler but
going.
harder as a result. It's so cute.
Well, yep, there we go.
Ah, no!
Oh!
No.
Oh,
Jesus
that would have been an
Christ.
amazing save.
That would have been incredible. So it might actually be a one-off.
I suppose so.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that goes in the ball.
Get that swallow.
Oh yeah, I don't have one, so great. Yeah, I should probably just focus on doing the actual tasks instead of trying to level up the ball.
Okay.
See,
Got hit. When you lose the ball, all the stuff you've set up kind of loses. Oh, that went very smoothly. Almost too smoothly.
that was too easy.
Too easy.
Too
Yeah,
easy.
After you hear that bit, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a phonetic, like you're like, oh, it's just so easy to make the reference.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say was Tailo and Swallow I always confuse for Starly and Staravia.
Really?
Really,
It's like not in terms of color scheme, but like the idea of what they look like, because they're almost similar in a way.
I mean, they're both the like early bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, they're different. It's easier to remember because one's got 3 steps, and because I really liked Starly and Staravia.
I love Staraptor.
Staraptor as well.
I remember.
that evolution line had no right
Staraptor's
to be
amazing.
as good.
Staraptor's still probably one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
That
Well,
had
Staraptor.
no right to be as good as
Toucanon's really good.
Toucanon is
I never really-
way up there.
I never really got to use one much because, like, everybody I knew was using Toucanon,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't like specifically set out to do different from everybody else.
But you try
But
to
a lo-
avoid ones that you know everyone else is using, or like
more,
your friends.
more so, it's like if everybody I know is using one, I kind of like am less excited to use it.
Right. Yeah. 'Cause I remember I went hard on Toucanon early.
I mean, I was really into Toucanon, but like literally everyone I knew was using it.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, the moment I-
And Sun, I mean, X and Y was a big one, but Sun was one of the first ones in like a while where I was actively like playing the new game with friends also playing it, and it was probably the one where I had the most people I knew talking about it.
Yeah.
Whereas usually I'd play with my other friends, and like one of us would probably like fall off or something, so it wasn't like constant
Yeah.
like, oh, what are you using? What are you using? But then Sun and Moon, everybody was playing, and they're all talking about what they're using, so it was hard not to just become familiar with it.
Yeah, I remember the 3 of us were all playing it around the same time.
Oh yeah, we never really explained it, but yeah, Kecleon shows up, he becomes invisible, and or rather he changes color, and you can get the Sylph Scope up there to see where he is, and then you hit him and knock him over.
I was gonna
It's a
say
bit easier than the, or rather, you can make it go a lot faster than the Dusk one.
Yeah. It's only a
they
one stage.
eventually
It's only a one
disappear.
stage thing, not like a 2-step.
Yeah.
I was gonna say was that I think mostly everyone got like latched on Toucan because that was like the first and only bird that was available, or like flying type that was early.
That's also
It's
true.
one of the few. I think Zubat came a little later actually, which is interesting.
Okay. 'Cause I remember catching it and I was like, well, I got my flying type so I can use flying.
I think you
go
can
there.
actually get Zubat pretty early.
Not Island 1.
Yes.
Oh, definitely Island 1?
I'm pretty sure. Because you can get to, from the meadow, you can get to the little cave.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was the only
It's
new
just-
flyer on Island 1,
Yeah.
I think was it. Because they have
But
Zubats and they have even
Yeah.
Bagon on Island 1.
Bagon?
Bagon's on Island 1.
Yep.
He's
Very, very hard to get.
Yeah, it's a very rare appearance, but big
Not 10
eyes.
Carat Hill.
Where is it?
Where is it? It's right after the Yellow Meadow.
Yeah, I thought that's where you could get Zubat as well.
10 Carat Hill is like a bonus area almost.
No,
where you have to go
no.
separate.
I'm not talking about 10 Carat Hill, but I was saying I thought that area you're talking about. That's what I thought was the area where you can get Zubat.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think Zubat would be 10 Carat Hill. Yeah.
I never really spent much time in 10 Carat Hill, honestly.
I didn't know it existed until I was in practically post game stuff.
Yeah.
So I totally missed out on like Rockruff.
Honestly, I actually kind of skipped Rockruff because that was another one that I was like, a lot of people are using Rockruff.
Yeah.
And Rockruff's cool.
Yeah. I had a Rockruff going through Ultra Moon, but then I evolved it wrong. I wanted the Dusk Lycanroc, and I accidentally got the Nighttime one.
Oh, the...
Cause
Is it Dusk? Is that what it's called? I
So
thought it was-
there's
is
three
it-
of them. There's Dawn, Midnight, and Dusk.
Because I think the Dusk one was event.
Yeah, it's an event one.
I think you can trigger it in some way in the game, but it's very
No,
hard.
it is an event Pokemon.
That was an event Pokemon.
You can't just get it. It's an event Pokemon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's no dusk in the game. There's only day or night.
I thought there was maybe like for 1 hour in the day or something.
No, it's completely an event Pokemon, as far as I know.
I didn't
Matt,
know
you can
this.
double check it, but yes! Yes!
We got the
Yes!
Pikachu!
The bison gif. Just yes!
Yes!
Yeah, but
I forget how much of a difference having like the Pichu makes until you don't have it, and then you're like, fuck, I wish I had that.
it's like a lifesaver right there.
So immediately payoffs.
Because it seemed like on this board, hitting the dead corners are much more possible than the last one, than the Sapphire board.
That's maybe true. I've never really thought about it.
Yeah,
I have to look at my scores afterwards. Maybe it'll show trend.
But the
Oh!
Bagon was available at Route 3, Kala A Bay, in Sun and Moon.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what it is. In Ultra Sun, if you're at level 25 or higher, if you level up between 5 p.m. and 5:59 p.m., you'll get it. But if it's Ultra Moon, it's between 5 a.m. and 5:59 a.m.
Yeah, because that would be
Why I
Dusk.
didn't get it? Because I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. for a fucking video game.
Waking up.
You should already be playing.
Waking up, that's... I don't go to sleep until 8. It's not that bad.
Man, the last time I was even up that late playing a video game was Dark Souls 2 when it first came
5
out.
a.m.?
I went to GameStop, I didn't have class that day, and I went to GameStop at noon, and I got back to my room and just played it the entire day, and it was a Friday, and I had obviously no classes on the weekend.
Is it Dark Souls?
Yeah, Dark
2.
Souls 2.
2, okay.
And I
The
played
funny thing about that game is that, now it's got a really bad rep. But when it initially came out, a lot of the people I knew who were playing Dark Souls freaking loved it at first. Like, they were going crazy for it. It wasn't really until upon reflection that people were kind of like,
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was kind of the Smash Brawl effect, where it's like, yeah, it's great when it came out, but then once you start I think it was actually with time and also with better games coming out later.
No. No, it did not take until 3. It was way faster than Brawl. It's not the same type of thing as Brawl really at all.
Okay.
It's that the game had made some core decisions that when you're first going through you don't really notice.
Oh,
But when
okay.
you're after you've got some time to reflect on it, you notice it. Like it wasn't like, oh, Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3 came out. And then people were like, you know what? Dark Souls 2 is actually not that great. It was Dark Souls 2 came out, and then a couple months later, even a year, less than even a year, people were like, there's a lot of stuff that's weird and not good about Dark Souls 2.
Okay. Like what?
One, for at least in my opinion, because I've only played Scholar of the First Sin, which is also one reason to be iffy on it, because Scholar of the First Sin is really weird. It's that DLC and that game in particular goes really hard into the Dark Souls is hard mentality. But admittedly, there are people who have made interesting arguments that it's not necessarily that the game is even brutally or unfairly hard. It's just that people are trying to play it in a way that you're not supposed to.
Oh.
So yeah, this is why Groudon is kind of annoying, is because Kyogre you could kind of take shots and you could get stuck in his thing. Groudon you have to take these out.
Just each time.
Yes.
wow, fucking.
There was
And the
nothing I
dogs.
could do about that.
Fuck. I remember my mind was blown to realize that Groudon wasn't a fire type.
Yeah.
I had that same thought. So I was like,
Wow.
He's using lava. Why is it not fire?
It's like, oh
But-
no, wait, because lava is heated earth.
It's earthbending.
Yes.
Lava bending's not firebending.
There's lava bending in.
In Korra.
Yeah,
Korra,
lava bending is
nice.
And it's earthbending, not firebending.
That's cool.
Because that's what lava is.
Earthbending is a lot of cool extras. Is it the only one that has like two like secondary?
Metal bending and lava bending.
Yeah, well, I mean,
guess
it depends on.
Waterbending has ice
Waterbending
and
has
lava.
ice.
And blood.
Blood, yeah. Oh, like, it's weird. Okay, yeah, this is not gonna go well, I can say that. Fire has lightning.
Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, it's the only one that has two. Is what I meant. But then I disproved myself because waterbending has two. If that makes sense.
Well, fire also has combustion.
Yeah, the combustion
yeah.
man.
Does that ever get used again by anybody in Korra?
Yes.
Yes.
And it has one of the most insane wipeouts.
Ooh boy.
Like, there's some wipeouts in that show.
Oof.
That part's legit brutal.
Yeah.
But still, not the most horrible.
Yeah.
That honor goes to airbending.
Yeah, I know that.
Because that one teaches you how horrifying airbending is.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you told me
It's
this.
like that. That's when you. It's when you realize, oh wow, this person was holding back super hard.
You're like, wow, it's a really good thing airbending went to a tribe of peaceful nomadic monks. Because holy fucking shit, it's horrifying.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a nice dodge.
Does air get anything other than just air?
Well,
To
they
our
did.
knowledge?
Not that air is not multifaceted.
Well, it's more so that they didn't have time to evolve because the entire race was extinguished.
Yeah.
So you get the feeling that they might, but